Hey everyone, this video is The Wizard of Oz and the most poignant message in that movie. And the message doesn't even come till the end because they had to, I think we all had to be allowed to see the movie in order to really appreciate what the wizard was going to say. My puppies are in the car. Bolt, come on, come here. Here they come. There's Bolt. He's a puggle. Luna, stop it. And then Luna's the one that just barked. So I just wanted to I'm going to make a video. Hopefully it'll be short and sweet. Sorry about that. I'm bouncing all over. But I wanted to talk about The Wizard of Oz and the most poignant part in the movie for those of us who have been alienated from our children or have been knocked down, have been dragged out, and have gone through the ringer and have gone through the tornado like Dorothy did. And she ended up in Oz and she was away from her family and she wanted to get back home. And she finds those slippers, wears the slippers, and gets to the Magic Kingdom. And they said, in order to get home, you have to find the wizard and he can grant your wish. Or what? I forgot how it actually. Anyways, talking about those of us who have been separated from our children. When someone you love leaves your life unexpectedly or expectedly or whatever, you've been sideswiped. You feel like you have died. And that's what happened to me when my children left. I feel like I died. I went through all the motions, and it's been going on 10 years, and I went through a lot of in-depth therapy, and I've talked to a lot of people and connected with a lot of other people who have been there, done that, and who are newly experiencing it. Some people have just recently disconnected from their children stopped talking to them. They took their grandkids and they no longer see their grandkids, or their children are having children and they're not allowed to be in the lives of their grandchildren. So I've been doing this for 10 years. And at first, I begged for my kids to come back. I texted them. I tried to find out what they were doing. I talked to other people. What are my kids doing? Have they said anything? Are they coming back? What's going on? And that's all I ever talked about. But it wasn't until I went through in-depth therapy and started to learn about myself, it's when I started to focus on me. And I realized that although I had died, it was in my right to come back to life. So what did I have to do? Instead of saying, what are my kids? My kids this, my kids that, I had to say I. And I had to start looking inward at myself. And I had to start digging deep and finding my new happy and finding my new life and doing whatever I had to do to get up every morning and find a reason to continue to go on. I, have a lot of friends who say, I don't know how I can go on. I don't know what I'm going to do. I do not want to live anymore. And that's what a lot of people feel like when their children walk out of their life, or they have been, their grandchildren have been ripped away from them. Like what you see, these children are in these, foster homes, and the social worker comes and rips these children out of the arms of their loving foster parents and gives them back to drug addicted parents. That's what it feels like. And you see this going on, and this is your life, and this is your experience, but it is not your only identity. We have many identities. I am a mom. I am a grandmother by blood. I am a sister. I am a daughter. I am now a wife. I'm a friend. I'm a cousin. I'm a second cousin, third cousin, an aunt, great aunt. And so we have many different identities. So being a mom is not your only identity. Being a grandma is not your only identity. So what do? First and foremost, you have to get up every day. We have no choice. If we're going to continue living in this world, going to work, coming home, whatever it is, you have to get up. You have no choice. I mean, you have a choice, but please don't cease simply because someone chose to disconnect from you. Outside of being a mom, what is there? There's a million and one things out there, and there are millions of people actually we can connect with, not on a daily basis, but throughout life. There are many different things you can look forward to. And although you feel like you've died, you have to bring yourself back to life. You have to pretend as if you have recently been born and you are now a brand new person and in a adult body, and you have to do something. So, the point of what I'm trying to make in getting back to the Wizard of Oz is when Dorothy went to see the wizard and she says, I want to go home. He said, it's always been inside of you. You've already had the ability to go back home. And Dorothy said, what? And you have to watch the movie. I wish I knew exactly what he said, but he said, it's always been inside of you. So in order for you to come back to life, it's already inside of you. Your strength, your hope, your resilience, the love you have for yourself, it's already there. You just simply have to tap into it. You don't need to go see the wizard. You've already seen this video. So anyways, I just want to say, I know what you're going through. When my kids left, I felt like I died. But it was inside of me to bring myself back to life. And there's life after loss. There is hope after loss. But the sooner you can accept the situation as it is, even though you don't want to, even though you may be in the midst of trying to fight to see your grandkids, if your children have chosen to disconnect and they are adults, they have that right. The sooner you can accept it, reach inside of yourself and bring yourself back into a new life, a new hope, a new meaning, a new identity. Do anything you can to find joy every day. I promise you, life will start to get better. But like I told my friend, and who also told me 10 years ago, I'm going to give you 10 minutes to talk about this situation, then we're going to focus on you. So tell me what brings you joy. What do you love to do? What did you love to do before you had children? What are some things you enjoyed as a child? Did you like to read? Did you like to ride a bike? Did you like to take walks? What did you like? Butterflies? What did you enjoy before you had children? Because you were an individual before you had children and before you got married. So what was it that you like to do, and what have you always thought of doing? What do you want to take a class? Do you want to volunteer? Who else can you pour your love into? Can you be a surrogate grandma for someone, or can you support someone who may have lost their own mother? Someone else whose nana passed away, can you be a surrogate nana for someone? Just do something good for yourself. The most important, love yourself. And if you need to, get some puppies. If you can. If you can't go volunteer at a humane society or offer to walk someone's dog, just do something for yourself. Start to focus on I. Not they, she, he, oh, whatever. Focus on what you can see in the mirror. Work your way outward to people that want to be in your life and go in that direction. So that's all I wanted to talk about. I hope this helps. And it's always been inside of you. So although you may have felt like you've died, bring yourself back to life. Don't worry about seeing the wizard. You already have the answer. Go out and grab it. Have a good day. Bye-bye.